Hello, Fordman. Thank you for being in here and the start of the Roy and Becky raid. So today I'm gonna teach a subject. Like I think I'll just go over like one thing each time I do these things, and then we'll hang out the rest of the time, and you guys can ask questions or whatever. But today I wanted to show you how to add the chat commands in for the stream elements, so that if you want to, you can have channels be able to be seen by that. And good day, Shanacraft, and happy place camping. Thanks for popping in here, the Roy and Becky raid. Hello, Ridge Life. Hello, Fantastic Travels. Thank you for being in here. Our Fatma, thank you for being in here. Barefoot Adventures, thank you for being in here. So yeah, I'm gonna have just a little thing to show you guys up front of how to do something, and then if you want to hang out and ask more questions afterwards, that's cool too. But I figure this is something so that if people watch later, they can get something really quick out of it. And then yeah, so I'm gonna share the tab here, so I'm probably not gonna see it for a minute because I want to make sure I get it full screen on here for you guys. I am in StreamElements, but other programs, like I'm sure 8Ball and stuff like that, or Nightbot, you have the ability to add chat commands in there. Hello, ZX24Me. So I want to show you guys how to do this so that you guys kind of know. So these are just ones that are built in there. You want to go into your under chat commands right here under bot, go into custom commands, and I've already made a few, and so I'm going to show you how to do the one that I have to add today, and then if you want to get added in here, I'll add you. But you can see everybody that I have in there so far, and if you type those channel names without spaces, it will pop up their URL. So for instance, Fantastic Travels or Chasing America, Going Green Mom, Papa Dre's RV, any of those, you type exclamation point and then that channel name with no space, it will pop up the URL. And if anybody's popping in here and I haven't said hi to you, I will when I pop back over there to the other screen. So you want to click Add New Command on here, and it will pop up this. And so I don't do a template, I just go New Command. I'm going to name the new command Van Vita Travels, all one word without spaces. And so I will do a response here. And if you have experience setting up a timer, you kind of already know about this. I'm just naming my command that. You can name your command whatever you would like to name your commands for whatever you're setting up. But I just do it this way. And so I'm going to do find Van Vita Travels. And then if you look how I'm going to put this in, it should be working to where it will pull the YouTube, like the YouTube emoji into the chat. It's :YT:, and that should pull it in the chat. And then I already had copied the URL for her channel, but that's all I have to do there. And then you hit activate command. And then if we go back in here to the chat and I do exclamation point Van Vita Travels, it should now pop up Van Vita's URL and everything. Yep, there we are. So that's how you add chat commands to StreamYard, and you can add different things in there. You know, you could add a link to your PayPal. You could, you know, there's all kinds of things you can do with it. But I figured I'd use it to make a directory of people in chat that normally come in, and then if you have new people that come in and they don't know that person's URL, instead of a moderator having to put it down, they can just do exclamation point the channel name, or somebody else in the chat can do it. And so I have a list going of the ones that want to be on here already. So I've added a lot of those in, but that is how you mess with those chat commands. Like I said, there's more that you can do with them, and I haven't went that deep into it yet. But that's kind of what I wanted to show you guys with that today. So that's how you add those in there. And like I said, there's other things you can do with it. There are different games and stuff you can put into it. So I may look into more advanced stuff later. But this is just a basic thing. So if you want to play with that, if you use that kind of stuff on your channel, bots of any kind, I'm sure there's a way you can make a custom command in there in your specific program, but this is how you do it in StreamElements. So yeah, that's all I wanted to show you guys today, and make sure I had popped that in here to teach you guys that. And so if anybody has other questions, we can deal with those now and all that kind of stuff. But I figure the coolest thing to do with my lives is for people that want to come watch them later, is to do like a little short few minutes at the beginning of the topic, and then people can the watch later can get that information, and if they want to stick around for the other stuff, they can too. But that way, there's at least something right there in the front. Low RBDJ, yeah, Q, yeah, exactly. And thank you everybody that popped in my birthday party yesterday. That was awesome. I had a really great day, and it was a really good time. So I had a blast, and had the buttery Swiss burger from Jack in the Box, which is really good. But yeah, so I had that, but I put the picture of Boo Boo there on the community tab. So yeah, I got to spend some time with him, and it was a good time. Oh, fantastic travels! I understand completely. But yeah, it was quite fun, and you know, all I was hoping was maybe to get 20 people in there, and I ended up getting 30 at one point. So that was really cool, and just everybody that came in and said hi. So that was really cool to see, and I had a really good time with that. So yeah. So if any of you want to like ask questions about anything, we can discuss that kind of stuff. And I'm thinking on Monday I'll kind of teach about thumbnails, how to make them on Canva, like different settings or whatever. And I figured out also on my editing program, I put it on my Instagram story, but just figured out how to color key stuff out. So I'm going to start playing with a lot more stuff in my editing program too. So I can kind of show you guys maybe a tutorial on WeVideo, because when I was helping my buddy with his video, I figured out how to superimpose stuff on that program now. So I'm going to kind of do a little bit improved quality on there. So yeah, it's going to be interesting. And I know Happy Place Camping, still, I think they still need some hours to go, and that was cool to see Sherry do that shout out this morning about that. And Troubadour also needs hours. Burning Up the Roads I believe still needs hours too. So those are some people that still needs some hours. So I'm trying to think if I know anybody else that needs hours offhand. The trips, that's another one that needs hours too. So yeah, and Van Vita, that's the other one. Van Vita, yeah, you're getting closer too. Yours are getting knocked out though, pretty good. Just by some of the interviews you have and some of the longer ones, it gets knocked out pretty quick, and that's been cool to see. And it's been cool to see the crowd you're getting, and it's what you're kind of seeing it now because you got your channel up there, and I think other people have seen it too on theirs. But some of the channels that are coming up to that point now, where you start to get that large, you start to build your own different people that come to like either your live streams or your videos. Like there's all kinds of people that go on Van Vito's travels lives and her interviews, and so she's got her own little community going over there now. So it's just cool to see because it's gonna be kind of somewhat sad but bittersweet at the same time, because at some point, you know, we're gonna all like stay in touch with each other, but at some point, at least I hope for all of us, right, that our community gets so big that, you know, it's going to be hard enough to keep up with our own communities and stuff like that. So it's just part of the thing of growing. But I instead of having one super large community, I want people to do that, because the long-term success of your channel is dependent on you having a community start to build this on your channel, that's a little unique from everybody else's, and not just because we might go live at the same time, but because you need to keep different audiences coming into your channel to keep your channel growing as well. So it's just one of the things that happens as we go along, but it's one of the things that I want you guys that are, you know, that are working your way up just to be aware of. You know, like I'd love to keep up with more than I'm keeping up with now, and it's one of the things, like, if you've been around for a while, you hear, you know, I've heard D talk about it, Boxman D talk about it. I've heard, you know, all these people talk about it. It gets to a point where it's hard to keep up with everybody that you know equally, right? It gets to a point where there's not enough hours in the day, and so I do the best I can. Like, there's so many people that come to my live streams and so many different communities that I go out into, that sometimes there's people that you guys don't know that I know, and they'll be, you know, both people want to live at the same time. Hey, Scott Jacobs, how are you doing? Yes, we can still grow together. Yes, I'm not saying you don't help each other out or anything like that. I'm just trying to let you guys know, like, this is just one of the things that comes with it. But you want to build a community out of your channel, right? It's one of the things that I see people being successful do, like the Crockers does, like Ridge Life does, like a bunch of these channels do. The ones that are really successful, you build a community around your channel, because it's like a big check-in point, right? For the people that are part of that community, even if they don't all necessarily like each other's stuff, maybe this person doesn't watch this person's stuff or vice versa or whatever. That channels community though. When when that person comes on, that's when that community comes together, and that community, that content that person's creating is almost like becomes more than that person's content and more of a meeting place for those people. So kind of analogous to like like a clubhouse for everybody or a hangout spot for everybody, right? Or something like that, where that's what it becomes like. Yeah, it's one of those things. Hello, William Hughes. Thank you for popping over here. 65 and sunny there. That's nice, man. For being in November in Montana. That is nice, my friend. I'm happy to see that. And Scott, I'm going to get over to your video. I know you just dropped one and it popped up in the notifications. And I try to get to your guys as soon as they pop up, but it like popped up like 2 minutes before my live, and I'm like, I don't know how long it is, and I just want to watch it the whole way through. So once I am done, I will get over there and check it out. But yeah, that's kind of where I want you guys to look at that, and don't look at it like a bad thing. Like, oh man, I feel bad I can't keep up with everybody, because it's just what's gonna happen. And so you know, Felix Happy Place Camping over there, which if you guys want to know where Happy Place Camping is, you know, if you don't know her channel, let me pop up there. Happy Place Camping, and this is great for me, by the way, more so than I mean, I love it for you guys because you can find each other. But if I'm talking about somebody and I want to pop up their thing and they're like, yeah, put me in the directory, I can do stuff like that where I can type in the chat command, and then you guys can just go and check them out. But so Happy Place Camping there, she does the show in the morning with Daydream About Nice Things, and she was talking over there how she tries to concentrate on the people that are like they're commenting and supporting the channel the most. And that's what I've been trying to start to do as well. It's hard for me to do, but I'm trying to prioritize the people that I know that come in and comment first and get to their stuff first, the best that I can. And so, yeah, I know you don't have a YouTube channel or anything, and you know, I love people that don't create content, and so that's why I kind of also want to keep the stuff that I teach like really short to the beginning for people that want to hang out in here and don't have channels and they just want to kind of chat about things and talk about whatever. I want to open up the back end for that to be able to talk with you guys and everything. But that's kind of what you have to do. Like, it gets to a point where it gets so large that you kind of have to prioritize that. Or, you know, like I go to Roy and Becky's travels because I know they watch on TV or whatever, but they usually pop in here. And so that's the other thing. Like, if you guys if you don't comment, if it's people that are coming in your lives or whatever, I try to get to them too. So, so I know some people don't comment when they're just watching videos. Sometimes they only are in there and chat and vice versa. So I try to get to everybody that I can when I do it. And yeah, and everybody that's not a content creator or the reason. Yeah, you just enjoy learning. Yeah. So I enjoy teaching you guys. You know, I enjoy teaching you guys things. Everything I can. Yeah. And so there, yeah. See, Vanvia Travels. Boom. And there you go. You don't have to be. The cool thing about setting it up is you can set it up to where only a moderator could use the command if you want to too. So let me say that as well. You can. And hello, Papa Mozo. Thank you for popping in here. you can set it up so that just moderators can use it and not everybody. But for me, I kind of wanted to have it up there for everybody to have that ability. And so like something like hello Timmy Ray, something like Van Vito, like on yours, instead of having the guest link pop up on a timer, you could always say if you want to know what the guest links are, type that in chat or whatever. Just as a thought, but yeah. And William Hughes, oh man, you're just curious about medical information, homesteading videos, and such things. Yeah, man. There's a lot of different homesteading videos, and I plan on going to seeing some homesteaders, and so I understand that. That's one of the things I like about YouTube, and I think a lot of people are starting to like about it. Is it gives people a way to kind of live that life that they dream of having if they're not capable of having it. And since it's YouTube, it's generally not, and I have to say generally not, because as you start to watch YouTube and you like to really get into it, you start to see where some things are like really like produced almost like a TV show, and some people that aren't. So you start to notice that. So that's why I say generally, but generally it's a realistic depiction of what that person's life is like. And you know, it depends on you know, how big the channel is sometimes. And sometimes if the person wants to keep all of things real or not, you know, in what they do. So it's just it's just one of those things where you have to look at it. But I think in general, it's one of those great things that is coming out of YouTube in general. So yeah, and William, I've got disabilities that I deal with and everything, and so it's something that I deal with, but I try to just put it to the back of my mind and try to, unless my body stops me sometimes, I try to put it in the back of my mind as much as possible, because I want to enjoy the fact that I relearned to walk and I can move around, and so I'm going to enjoy that as much as I can for as long as I can. You know, it's one of those things I know is not going to last forever for me. So I know I've got however many years till I have more back surgeries and all that kind of stuff. So I know what I'm staring at, but that's why I just try to put that in the back of my mind and keep going forward, and I'll deal with that when the time comes. However long I get to do it. However long I get to do it. You know, however long I can travel for, and however long I can make videos for, and all that kind of stuff is what I'm going to do. It's what I'm going to do. So I just enjoy the fact that I have another chance at doing it. So that's the way that I look at it. And because of people like you guys that, you know, that you can't get out and do it right now, you know, I don't want to take the fact that I'm getting a chance to do it for granted right now. So Oh man, typing out books and sketching creatures and dragons. Man, William. Well, if you don't have, I would recommend this, William. If you don't have, I know you don't want to have, maybe you don't want to have a YouTube channel or whatever, but if you have an Instagram or if you don't, I would love to see you put some of your, your sketches out there on like Instagram. I think that'd be really cool to see. Just kind of see what your art's like, and it's a way for you to share it um, without having to do it. And I'm kind of curious what kind of books you're into. Be interested to see. I wonder if they're fantasy books. I'm gonna guess they might be fantasy books by the dragon sketching. That would be cool. Draw your own book cover. But yeah, so that's kind of what I wanted to look at and what I wanted to build. And so yeah, Fantastic Travels, Van Vita Travels, His Way Homestead. Thank you, man. Thank you. It was a great time last word. You can send them to my email. Yeah, if you William, if you want to email them to me here, I'll put it on the screen. And then what I'll do is on Monday when we come in to do the live on Monday, I'll kind of show people how to use Canva to make a thumbnail, like how you do it, or how I do it anyway. I'll show that on the screen. I'll share that out. So awesome, man. Awesome. Yeah. Us November birthdays, man. That's a unique bunch of people. So I have a few people on there. Fantastic Travels, Papa Drew's RV, Chasing America, Pafford Homestead, Going Green Mom, Highland Homestead, Joy Bless Life, Happy Place Camping, Jumping Therapy. And see, like, here's Papa Drew's RV. Popping in. So we'll do Papa Drew's RV since he popped in. So yeah, boom. So that'll be the thing. So if you want to be added to where it pops up here, if people want to know where your stuff is, send me a message, leave a comment, all that kind of stuff, because I want to kind of help promote you guys out and get you guys out there. So, but yeah. So if you guys have any other questions, let me know. Otherwise, it's Friday, so I'm gonna see you guys for class on Monday. It's gonna be like school, man. We're gonna have an early day out of class today. So if you guys have more questions about how to do that, or anything, let me know. Otherwise, we're gonna go tomorrow, or I'm gonna post vlogs tomorrow though. I want to tell you guys that. Oh, awesome. Okay, Meemaws Matters. I will add you to the list here. I'll add you, Meemaws. And then if you guys are, non-content creators on YouTube, but you have, Instagram and stuff, and you are interested, let me know on that too. So Meemaws Matters. Okay. I'll get you added, and you'll be in there for memberships. Professor Boy, thank you, man. Thank you, Ransom Rogers, man. Yeah, thank you, man. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. Just you guys made me really happy yesterday. So, hello, Arthur in Oregon. I'm not marking you guys late yet. Like I said, well, I guess you're kind of late, but books from William Hughes. Push from 735 BC to 885.58. Oh, that's interesting, man. Papa Drew, I was gonna let people know if they want, if you want to know about SEO stuff, I'll put a live up, an unlisted live, because I want. I'll put it on my community tab. I'll put the link out there. And if you feel like coming in and learning about SEO stuff with me and Papa Drew, you can do that. And because I want to take that one and okay, yeah. So I'll be posting it out there. It should be. Drew was saying 5:30 Pacific tonight, which is 9:30, or sorry, not 9:30, 8:30 Eastern. If you want to know about that kind of stuff, I want to do it as unlisted because after we're done, I want to take that recording and chop it up so that I can release it in smaller pieces instead of like a big old long chunk. Since it's SEO stuff, I think that will work better digestion wise for people that want to do that kind of stuff for their videos. So yes, Papa Drew, we are, but it's going to be an unlisted lives. So hey, Happy Place, I understand completely. Look, I'm not upset at people that couldn't be there or whatever. I appreciate it. People that aren't couldn't be there. I just appreciate the people that that can be. You send me birthday wishes. That's good enough too. Like, hey, I I don't hold anybody against anybody for taking days off. There's a reason. Um, uh, Yeah, so now you know what I'm talking about. How in the app it doesn't pull up like a regular video there and tries to show you all that information. Yeah, that thumbnail being off there, it's got to be in that vertical format, and then it doesn't pop up the same as a video does in there. So yeah. Uh, all right, William. Yeah, I'm about to pop off of here too here in a minute, but yeah, yep. Yep. So that's one thing I'll tell you in the shorts that I found is, I guess if you wanted to make a thumbnail that's that, maybe if you made one that's that format, that vertical format, you would have it might, maybe it would still pull it in there, but yeah, it's just one of the things that I saw. So I'm gonna keep putting those out there. I'll add you Meemaws Matters for that into those commands, but yeah. Um, I appreciate you all being here. And Conan, how does it feel? How does it feel to be older? Uh, I feel a lot better about the upcoming year this year than I did at this year last time. So this year, especially, it feels good to be to be another year older. Um, uh, I think if you made them the vertical format, but from what I've seen, and Meemaws Matters saw it in theirs too. If in my app, right? In my app, and that's why I'm thinking that it doesn't, it pulls it into that other method. In my YouTube Studio app, as long as I keep it under a minute and it's in that vertical format, it doesn't show that like within the first 3 hours your video performance is doing this much better. So it doesn't appear to be when I do it that way, and Meemaws looks like to pull it into that to um, your regular video analytic stream. So, oh yeah, I always get one more year why, but that's not why this year. Just because I know. Uh, Yeah, yeah. If Weekend RVing is live, let's go head over there because we're done with class today. So if you want to know how to put the commands and everything, go back to the start. Look here a little bit. Look here in a couple hours. I'll put the link up for you guys that are interested in SEO with Papa Drew. And you can come and view that. Me and Papa Drew will go over that. And I need to learn more too. So I'll be asking Papa Drew questions and you guys can ask Papa Drew's questions. That's awesome, dude. That is awesome. See, this is what I'm talking about. Like, I'm messing with Streamelements stuff and all that kind of stuff. You never know what's going to happen with what you're doing. So that's really cool, though. And I'm sure it's the celebrity influencer part. I'm sure it's because of your career and stuff like that. So that's not for. Oh, okay. So there's a row in your analytics. All right. So cool. Yeah, head over there to Weekend RVing if you guys can, and I will see you later tonight if you would like to do the night class with me and Drew there. So I will see you guys here later tonight. Thank you for popping in with me today. I'll see you Weekend RVing here in a little bit. Thanks, guys. See you. I'll see you Monday for the live. There will be vlogs over the weekend. So, and I got a little bit of boo boo footage in that. So I'll see you guys.